Welcome to Spoken Reviews, home of the Spoken Reviews. Let's look at how car seats fit in the 2023 Model 3. Now, this is an important video because a lot of families are going to be shopping for Model 3s and they want to know how do they fit. Ideally, if you have the opportunity to do a test drive with Tesla and to actually bring your car seats, that's probably the best way to do it. But today we're actually going to look at two different car seats, one for our 1-year-old and one for our 3-year-old. So you can see how these fit, and hopefully it's helpful for you out there who are kind of like cross-shopping the Model 3 and you're kind of curious how it's going to fit. So on the driver's side, we have an Evenflo car seat. This is a really popular one that they sell at Target. So I know a lot of people out there have the Evenflo. This is going to be for an older child. This is kind of the in-between of the full car seat that we're going to go over next, and a booster seat. So this is what we use for our 3-year-old, almost 4-year-old. He's about 35 pounds, about 35, 38 pounds. And he's probably average size for a 3-year-old. And coming to the other side, we have a Graco. This is a Graco 4-in-1. Again, another very popular model. If you look at Walmart.com and on Amazon, this is probably one of the highest rated car seats for small children. Again, we have our 1.5-year-old who sits in this one. I want you guys to kind of get a look at how the fit is. So they both fit good. A couple things that we'll point out is the anchoring system. I've always enjoyed, again, this is being our third Tesla, just how easy it is to get to the anchors on the car seats. It's easy to install. And also you have the little markers here on the Tesla, which is really important, especially you're not always installing car seats in the best lighting conditions. So it's really helpful to have these little indicators that let you know exactly where they belong. Okay, taking a look at the car seats, as you guys can see, not a lot of space in between. In fact, it's very minimal space. One thing to mention, going from a Model 3 that we have now, and previously we had the Mach-E, and we also had the Model Y before, it's definitely narrower. I think it's specifically, I think the measurement, it's probably like 2 inches less in the width, and it's pretty obvious here, as you guys can see how close the car seats are. So in the reality with the Model 3, there isn't space for a third car seat unless you go with a specifically narrow car seat, and they do have a couple of brands out there that are super narrow, and they're meant for older children. It'd be similar to this, but they're going to take up less space, and there's a little bit of room to move that there. But yeah, definitely not a lot of space in between the car seats. And just a little adjustment, I was able to get the center armrest down in between, but you just gotta note this, right? So if you're a family with 2 kids, you can make it happen. But if you have 3 kids, it's gonna be a really tight fit. And if you have 3 kids, I would go ahead and suggest you guys to go ahead and upgrade to the Model Y, because it's gonna be a lot more comfortable, and you're definitely gonna get the bang for the buck with the extra space in the back. All right, guys, next let's talk about the space between the parent and the kids. So I'm 6 foot and my wife is 5'3". She's probably 5'2.5", but she claims 5'3". So anyways, right now the seat is set for her height. So you guys can see, I'll kind of get in here. There's plenty of space in here for my 3.5-year-old to sit behind my wife. He still, when he's grumpy, he still kicks the seat, and all parents, we know that, and we understand that kids like to do that. But you can see there's a good amount of space for anyone who has their seat adjusted, for anyone who's, in that 5'2" to 5'3" window. Next, we're going to look at the seat adjusted for myself. Again, I am 6 foot and about 230 pounds. So I do have the seat pushed back, not quite all the way to the back, but pretty close to the back. You can definitely see that there's definitely a limited space, but there's still a good amount of space. And for the most part, whenever we drive, I'm the one driving, and we put the 3-year-old behind me, and then the younger behind my wife on the other side. And we can flip them back and forth. But I kind of want you guys to see, right? So if you're 6 foot tall and you have a car seat, this is what to expect. And likewise, if you're 5'3" and you have a car seat, you can expect similar to the amount of space that my wife has whenever she's in. So since the Model 3 is lower than the Model Y, it's definitely going to be a little bit harder to get the kids in. And when I say harder, I mean that you have to lean over a little bit more versus in the Model Y, you can really just kind of like almost put the kids in. It's in that crossover SUV height. And I believe the difference in height is like 2.5 to 3 inches in height. And you do kind of feel that sometimes. But it is easier for the kids to hop in. So it's kind of like pros and cons. So with the Model Y, with the 3-year-old, I had to pick him up and put him inside. In the Model 3, he can just kind of hop inside himself. So pros and cons, but we're enjoying the lower to the ground and more sporty feel of the 3. But that is something that you should factor in as you make the decision and what's best for your family. Thank you guys for watching this quick video on car seats and the new 2023 LFP Model 3. Overall, we're loving the vehicle. It's exactly what we need for our family. The battery capacity is great, and we're loving being able to charge to 100% each day. And for having 2 kids, it's a perfect fit. Now, if we decide to have a third child, we're going to need the extra space. We would definitely need to upgrade at a minimum to a Model Y, and we'll have to cross that bridge when we get there. But for anyone out there who's in the same bucket as us, hey, feel free knowing that this car is going to handle the 2 car seats and do a great job, and also be one of the safest vehicles on the road. Anyways, guys, thank you for watching this quick video. Hopefully you liked the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up for me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below. If you want to see more videos like this, sub to the channel. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.